Oh god. Okay, there we go. Hello. Okay, do I hear myself? I can't get it. I got my voice, I got my sound. Bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. It's been a while. Sorry guys. Just setting up my settings. Funny thing enough, my OBS was I guess. Even though I would prefer my metal and rock sounds or anything else random, but I think it's best for the odds to say because I don't want to be demonetized. But yeah, like I said, I will use my little clip studio and I will load down the pictures one by one and flash them over here to my clip studio. show you guys. And if I want to do a doodle on something, I can do that easily, you know? Yep. So, first of all, like I said, I'm helping out my friends for the 3rd year. Oh, yeah. As you see, so these were the van I was driving together with my friend, my bestie queens. Yeah, it's very cute, very cute. So my friend's company, Afternoon Fika, bestest queens, love their stuff, big supporter of the stuff. So my queens, they actually got their van this year. And of course I had to take a picture of the van. That's really cool. Yeah, like it's amazing and I'm so proud over them because it's, like I said, they've been doing this. This is their full-time business, guys. And this is like the 11th year or something they're running their business. They've been going far now. 11 years in, they got their own van, they've been expanding, and they're doing so well. I love it, I love it. So this was the cute ass van. We were driving down to Germany. We didn't drive all the way down, as in, you know, pass a bridge or something like that. We did take a ferry down. So thing is, we go to a city and you take a ferry down to Kiel. As you can see here, I took a little here. Oh no! Hold on, guys. I have commercials on my freaking Spotify. Yuck. I will just mute that. You guys can run something else. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I remember I forgot to renew my sub. Yeah, like I said, you're taking the ferry down and it's a night ferry, so obviously, you know, we drive on here, we drive on this ferry, and is that the wrong pen? Yeah, it was the wrong pen. Hold on. Just imagine, just imagine our little van is right in here somewhere, and we're on here somewhere, just looking up like, wow, this is amazing. Yippee! Wow. So happy, so happy. Wow. Gosh, it looks like a bug instead. Driving my car after beer. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so we took, like I said, a night ferry, and it's like, well, the whole night. So we didn't arrive until in the morning, like 9 a.m. somewhere. We arrived to the city where we would start driving the van, down to Düsseldorf. It was a nice little, like, I always appreciate a little ferry trip. It's like a little mini vacay with my gals. For example, had some really nice food as well before boarding. No, before boarding, as we boarded. Why does it do that to me? Yeah, we had a burger, for example. Had some nice dinner. I ordered a burger, very nice burger, very juicy burger, and of course, since you're fancy, you also do have a little creme brulee. Yeah, no, I know the chat doesn't pop up. Like I said before, it might have been an ad. I've been fighting with Stream Elements. It doesn't work. I have to find another solution for the chat. So unfortunately, my chat is not popping up right now, and I've been trying to figure this issue for like a month. I've been following YouTubes and everything, and it just doesn't work with me. So that's sadly the thing with my stream chat. All I can do is read up your comments, you see. So people will know in that way, I guess, that I'm not crazy talking to myself, which I do 90% of the day anyway, but yeah! Yay, creme brulee! I took a little dessert. Very nice. Very, very good flavor on this one. Very caramelized for sure. Yeah. And, well, as we boarded, I was not I was basically the passenger princess first route. My friend Lamb, aka the main owner, the start of the company, she takes the first route driving. So I just packed myself to the passenger seat with my gamer subs and Kurimanju, and we're like, yeah, we're on our way now, we're on our way, you know. We We talk alone. Wakanda forever. Yeah, of course. Wakanda forever. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh god. Yeah. So the trip down from the city to Dusseldorf is usually like 5-6 hours, but this time it took a little bit longer. We actually made 4 stops on the way. Main reason was because of fueling up the car, because it's an electric van, so it runs on electricity, and it was different power on certain stations. So it took a little bit longer this year to arrive. We came like roughly much later on the evening, later than usual. I think we were like there at like 6, half 7 instead. We left the city around 9-ish a.m. somewhere in the morning. So like I said, it took a while, but it was fun. We took a couple of stops on the way. One of the first stops we had, oh my gosh, guys, this one was awkward. So, one of the first stops, we actually took to Circle K. We took a stop, oh, this one was correct in the size. Okay, weird. And I bought this really delicious burger, like it was some sort of chicken burger and everything. Very nice. I just had to remove the goddamn pickles. I didn't know it had pickles in, but it had pickles. Yeah, more burger. I wonder what I ate during the trip. Burgers. But yeah, this though, this stop was awkward. Because Lamb and Lynx and we were eating our little morning quote brunch. And Lamb were like, oh yeah, I'm going to the bathroom. We're like, okay, cool. I'll go after you later. And me and Lynx, we continue to talk, and then Lamb comes back and tells us like, okay, guys, there's like this giant mirror in there. We're like, oh, a mirror? Like, that's not weird. And she's like, no, like, it's a full body mirror. And we're like, okay. And she continues telling us that this mirror is right in front of you as you sit on the toilet. We're like, oh no. So basically, imagine like, it's so stupid. Like, this is like the toilet, you go into, do your little piss. And it's like, you sit there, like, oh dear. Just like, oh no. Like this full ass front mirror showing you how pathetic you look as you sit there and taking a piss. I could tell when I went to the bathroom and I saw this later, I was like, oh god, oh dear, it's what's so weird. It's like, even Lamb said like, yeah, like when you sit there and you look yourself in the eyes, it's like, you look so sad and pathetic. It's like, oh man. Wait, a mirror a mirror in front of me while I poop. God damn, I will creep out. Yeah. Like, that was super awkward. You can't watch yourself piss and shit. Now, what? No, what do you mean? Is that normal? Don't we all have a full body mirror in front of us as we take a piss and shit in our bathrooms? It was so weird. It's like, god damn, why? It was just really funny. It's like, I just want to go and take a piss, and this is what greets me, a full-ass body mirror. Looking me dead in the eye like, yeah, you took a piss, alright? Like, yay, thanks. Gosh. So yeah, we all did our deeds, and then we were on the road again. Didn't like on the road down to Dusseldorf, it doesn't really happen much. We mainly sit in the van and we drive and we talk, and eventually we had another stop which we called it Little Spain because it was so hot over there. But like many might have heard, in Germany it was crazy hot this week. Like it was even like 32 Celsius later on Friday when it was time for Dokomi itself. Crazy warm. And we found this little spot to charge the van again, which we call, like said, Little Spain, because it was super hot. Yeah, I live in it. Yeah, yeah, you know that. You know. Yeah, so we had this little nice spot that we found with powerful chargers, so we didn't need to charge for too long. But we still enjoy the time just to hang and, stretch our legs and everything, because you drive a distance after all. You drive at quite a distance after all. And this is also where we have found this super awkward place. Like, they had this very cute little flower yard area nearby. And I was like, nice, this is so pretty. But then we also went ahead and we would like do a little toilet break as well, because they had a little bathroom and even like a mini cafe spot nearby. And this was like the little mini cafe stand. So this was next to the bathroom stall itself. Inside this spot, they had like two two machines, one with candy and, the usual chocolate bars or protein bars. The other one, I didn't take a picture of that really, but the other one was full of like mini Jägermeister cigarettes, vape pens, and all that stuff. I was like, oh, oh dear. More coffee, yeah, lots of coffee. Gosh, but that was a bit funny. But this place also had like this super awkward toilet stand as well. Like, right next to it, we do another doodle about it. So this was like, they had this box looking thing here, you see? Very small, wasn't so large. And like I said, the coffee booth place was like right next here, coffee on this corner. And this was supposed to be the little toilet block of sort. Zoom out here so you can see. Like I said, this was a coffee spot. Yes, coffee spot. And this was the toilet. And my friend Lynx went in there to use the bathroom. She's gone there for a little moment, and then she's out. And I'm like, well, I'm also gonna go and take a piss. But I didn't ask her what it was looking inside. This is where I will just doodle it quickly. So again, you have this tiny ass toilet here in the middle. You have this little sink right here with a broken pipe of sort. And then you have like the freaking pissoir for the guys right next to the toilet itself, attached to this wall. Was it like metallic? Well, half metallic almost. Like it had ish normal walls, but also like metallic door. But the fun fact with this door, the freaking lock was broken. You couldn't even lock the door. It was basically busted. You could close the door. Broke pipe is classic. Yeah, yeah. Like as soon as I opened the bathroom door, a little bug came flying as well. So I was like, yes, this feels so fresh. The little fly is coming in there like, howdy, how can I serve you? It's like, oh gosh, please leave. Just coming out soaring here. Yes, I appreciate that so much. Sounds very familiar to me. Oh no, that's sad. Oh man, public bathrooms is hell, you say. So yeah, so the first two stops, we had the mirror bathroom and then we had the broken ass toilet. So it was basically, as I sat there, take my little quick piss, I had to basically hold the door just to secure that nobody would suddenly come and yank the door open. So that was a quick visit on that bathroom, that's for sure. That is almost every time like this broke. Yeah. Well, I can imagine that. I can imagine that it's basically broken on those public places. I've been on many road trips in Germany and just describing a common problem to me. I see. Yeah, like I haven't been to many public in Sweden, but the few I've been, at least the doors works, like they're not broken or like anything weird in that manner. When it comes to hygiene, on the other hand, we don't want to talk about that. Gosh, public toilets, I swear. Oh. After a couple of hours, we eventually came down, like, close to Dusseldorf. we were like an hour away, and we decided to actually stop by and buy some food at McDonald's, and that's where I enjoyed a little dragon fruit drink that they had. We don't have dragon fruit, this one lemonade at our McDonald's, so it was a nice little refreshing treat to try on. Nothing too particular, honestly. It was quite fine actually. All good, all good. But it was also very nice to just have like a big meal. It's like Lamb was even cute and bought us this giant ass 20 pieces nuggets pack, because first we were like, oh yeah, let's go and eat after we have assembled the booth at Dokomi. But then we also, like, she realized, like, hold on, maybe it's better we eat before we assemble the booth. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. Oh yeah, it looks delicious. Yeah, it was quite nice. I really like a good little lemonade. But yeah, we made it to the booth and all. But this is also like, this is also another unfortunate thing. So we put up the booth, and the gals had been ordering, 4 tables. So just imagine, we have 4 tables on a row like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have a wall right behind us, which is, nice. You can hang your little banner here. And we also had like those standing banners next to us that we set up later. And, you put all your items on top of the tables, the cloths, the items that where the stands is supposed to be, rada. But one thing that happened as we arrived, my friends, Lamberlings, has been smart, because they have a huge demand. And they did send in for like, I think it was 5 or 6 more boxes of plushies of the best sellers. But when we arrived to the booth, it's somewhere around this corner, this is where we found the boxes, that have been delivered. They have been shipped and delivered to said table. But Lamberlings realized quickly that, yeah, we're missing boxes. And that was kind of like a, oh no, we're missing boxes, like, oh dear. And it's quite a huge place, Dokomi has like 900 artists attending, and that meant like somewhere, like, this was so weird, the boxes had no wrong labeling or anything, but the delivery guy had somehow mixed up a label. Like, we don't know what he did actually, honestly. He must have been just dead ass tired. He delivered the box, and we're like, yeah, I did my job, and just left. And we're like, wait a minute, we're missing stuff. We had merch with us. But like I said, my friends has a huge demand, and they wanted to prepare more. Because last year we sold out so many plushies on the very first day. So they wanted to prepare and have more for, Saturday. And this was kind of vital to have these boxes. And the delivery guy screwed us over. But, fortunately, they did manage to find one of the boxes, like, the same evening. They were like, oh, here it is. But there was still one on the run. One bloody box on the run. And we didn't have time to look for it. But all we could do was call it a day and get to the hotel. So that was that was super unfortunate. And my friends, of course, had this, like, they had this on their mind the entire evening, which is fair, because this box is very vital. This is a very important restock of certain plushies that is best. Like, it meant a lot. And it's also like they paid for it. And the delivery guy, you fudged it up. So it's like, come on, dude, come on. Why do you do this? We already stressed enough. Gosh. So all we could do was like because the assembling, they closed like 9 p.m. and then you have to come back like 9 a.m. in the morning latest to do the rest of your assembling. So that's what we had to do. But gosh, this is so funny. When we came to the hotel, we were greeted with something incredibly luxurious, for sure. So the funny is that Lamb and Lynx and we always stay at the same hotel usually, because it's really nice. very high quality. But Lynx hadn't really bothered like why it was such a pay difference this time when they booked the hotel. And funny enough, we got into this hotel room. We were expecting the same entrance. But as we walk in, we realize something is mega off. And it's because we basically had like a private little, it was like an apartment, this hotel. Lynx got this luxurious ass looking apartment. So basically this is the entrance. Like we opened the door and we realized there's an entrance here. We were weirded out, but we also got more and more excited as we started to run around and realize, oh my god, we have like we had like a private bathroom. We all had like, basically they had like their own private room, because usually when we stay at this hotel, they obviously we take just, you know, a singular room with extra beds and everything. This was like a private ass little apartment. So we had the entrance. We had the entrance with the little mini bathroom. This one didn't have a shower, but that was like not a problem really. Just nice to have an extra bathroom, you know? Like a private jet. Yeah, yeah, it was basically like a private jet. We're like, oh my god. So we waddle in. We get super excited, realizing like, oh my gosh, what is this place? It's huge. And let's see here. Finding the pictures. Like this was like, quote, my room to say, the living area, hall-ish place. Gosh damn it. Here we go. So it was a bed over there, you had a minibar, you had a fridge, you had a TV. And in the corner of it all, we also had like close-ish to where I took the picture. You had a little desk and a little armchair, a little extra place, you know, to rest. And then you also had the bedroom itself, where my friends had their spot. Also, like, just large. Like, we were bedazzled. We were like, oh my gosh, this is luxurious as fudge. And now we're spoiled, guys. I can already say we really like this area. It was super nice because then my friends had their private room. I had my more private area as well. The bathroom was also really, really great. Queen bed as well. Yeah, like they had a really nice bed area. They also had like this double sink bathroom, and inside that one, that's where we had both a shower separately and also a bathtub separately. Also very nice. So like I said, that hotel is we have it really nice at that hotel, but this one was crazily curious, and it was so cute when Link was like, oh, so that's why it cost a bit more this year. It's like, oh my god, you somehow rented us an apartment in this hotel, but we love it. So we all just like, gee, we're getting more spoiled every year. You keep finding details with this hotel that just makes us more spoiled. But my queens deserve the best. They deserve the best. Gosh, we slept really well that night. We really did. Well, I actually woke up 4 a.m. in the morning because my brain is stupid and broken and work damaged. So I was rolling around until it was like 7ish, and it was time to go eat breakfast. And eventually, after we had our breakfast, we moved over to the taxi to get back to Dokomi. And there we did the rest of the assembling. Here, just have to find the stall. And like I said, my friend's booth. Gonna close down all these pictures so I don't spam myself with too many images. Hold on. Here we go. So my friend's booth was this one. I didn't get a proper picture on the banner still on the side now I can see, but it's fine. Off to do fika. Here we were. And this year we had like a bunch of merch, extra merch to say, more than last year. Like my friends did a really smart packing so we could really maximize the van. They put everything in like big ass plastic bags. We could really squish all the plushes in, which was super smart. And then they sent extra boxes, like said, to the vendor to have by the table. But the unfortunate thing, like said, was that one box was missing. And since we were early by the table and area and we finished up, we took a little talk like, okay, let's do a little walk and look at some tables before they let in the clients, the visitors. And I told my friends like, oh, I would really love to go to hall 10. And they would love to go to hall 3. And I was like, yeah. So, because this year I really wanted to look at hall 10 more closely, because I didn't really go too much there last year, or even year before that, because I didn't understand that it was actually like focused on VTubers. So, yeah, I wanted to do a little deep dive and look over that place, you see? Yep. Create a little apple piece here. Let's see, where's my next picture? Oh, I can show you though. Regarding the place, imagine this is the building. We were in like 4. Let's see. And we all agreed to go all 6. Okay, we see us there. Yeah. Of course. Like, this is hall 4 where we are. They wanted to go down to hall 3. And I wanted to go hall 10. So basically, this was hall 5, which reached, Seiji 18 plus area. That one I had to walk out over here to reach hall 9, which is basically Nintendo and other things. And then I could reach hall 10, which is on the freaking edge of the entire convention, because everyone mainly hangs down here. Nintendo and like Umamusume and other things, card games, etc. was up at hall 9. And VTubers and creators, well, creators was also in hall 9, but it was more in hall 10, streamers, VTubers. And that's so, like, I find it so sad that they are so far away, because they are, there's a lot of cool things over there, guys. Yeah, Nintendo. Ooh, they were there. Yeah, like Pokopia. You could try out Pokopia and stuff over there, actually. So they had a couple of game stations where you could try out Pokopia and the new Donkey Kong game. Quite a lot, actually. But I was not interested. I was looking for my nerdy things. But not gonna lie, I did take a photo of the Umamusume statues before I walked on, so of course. I thought it was quite neat to see the little Pretty Derby statues here. Quite well made. I was never there till now. I'm always watching video of it, how it's for people, going like Comic Con and stuff. Yeah, like, I had never been to Dokomi or even heard about Dokomi. I'm just gonna admit that. Until my friends told me about it. They went to their first Dokomi 4 years ago. And they told me how it was. And I said, oh my god, that sounds amazing. Like, that's really cool. I hope I can go there someday, because it sounds really nice. And that's when I was offered, actually, to like, hey, you can tag along as a helper, like, we pay you for helping out. I was like, oh my god! And of course I took that chance. And I appreciate them so much for that. They're super sweet. My Lynx and Lamb, I love them. The next picture was after I had raced through the place. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. I was also looking up for Future Legends in Hall 10. So Future Legends, those who don't know, they are like VTubers. They, have those meet and greets. So they announced a bunch of people who was coming, both in person but also digitally. And on the very same day, aka Friday, where the first day was opening, they did announce that on the evening, Jovel, Porcelain Maid, would attend on a digital meet and greet. And I really wanted to go. I wanted to say hi to Joel. That's like one of the VTuber communities I am active in. I'm not, how to say, I get like this, guys. I love to talk, I love to chat, but I get a bit overwhelmed in those large servers because I'm having a hard time to find a moment or a window to just bounce into a conversation randomly, you know. Not like it's not like it's basically allowed, like everyone is obviously allowed to do that, but I just feel a bit overwhelmed just to jump into it, you know, dive right in big large conversations. I'm like just on the side like hey hey. But I done a couple of like a bunch of art. I think Joel actually holds the record. I done like 100 emotes for him in fan art value. And thanks to that, I was honored to even do the ref sheet for Blockhead and other things like V card and everything. I'm very thankful for that. Really cool. I love that community. That's for sure. They're very cute. The Blockheads. I recommend to chat with those cool peeps. Yeah, it's a future legend. And I also took a little swing by and saw another cool VTuber that was attending Dokomi is Diariku. If you might know about her, or you might not, but this artist, I took a picture of their little standee because that one is really cool. So I was like, okay, make sure nobody's around, so I don't accidentally knock someone's face, you know. Oh my god, my headset died on me. I was like, whoa! I heard the noise leave. Okay, there we go. So, but yeah, like I said, I took a little pic on that standee. It's super pretty. It's like her new model with the outfit and everything. Really, really pretty. And like I said, Dia is a very talented artist and rigger. They do art and rig all by themselves. Really cool, really talented. And this year I managed to buy actually some merch because as I was by their table, they actually arrived. I was like, oh my god, I really like your stuff. You know, I had a little mini chat. Excuse me for also disturbing them in assembling things. I was like, gosh darn it, I'm in the way. But they were very kind, very sweet. And I told them, like, yeah, I really hope I can swing by later and buy your merch. But we'll see how busy it gets. Because, guys, I will give you a heads up. Something I learned about Friday. Friday is basically, for people who know, they will come rushing and buy everything they want on the very first day. They will run for it. So the collectors or those who really, really want something will run for it on the very first day. And that makes it extremely busy. But Dia and their boot helper were super kind and allowed me to, like, I got to test run the card reader. They're like, oh, you can do the test run on the card reader. I was like, oh my god, really? Like, I don't want to, like, disturb you or bother you. I'm really sorry. And they're like, no, that's perfect. Like, you can try it out so we see it works. Because the connection at Dokomi, like, a lot of card readers actually has an issue to keep their signals. So it's not unusual that the card reader sometimes dies during purchases and stuff, which is unfortunate as fudge. So I got to do a test run on the card reader and it worked fine, and I was so very happy and thankful. I got to buy the 2 keychains I wanted last year, but Dia had this issue sadly last year where the delivery company didn't deliver their stuff in time. They kind of lost her package for some dumb reason, and it was super weird. So they only had like some prints last year, but this year they could bring that lost merch to the event, you know, and sell it this year. So happy for them. The only thing I didn't manage to make in time was the prints, because prints people always have a lot of. But when it comes to keychains or, you know, pins or whatever, like plushies, you have to be kind of fast because people know those will sell out the first, you know, the quickest items to sell out, basically. Prints, people can always print a lot of and bring. Easy peasy. Card decline, please use another card. Yeah, exactly. That as well. But gosh darn, the card reader, when it dies on you because of the Wi-Fi connection, sucks ass inside the venue, is hell. And I'm gonna get to a part of that story later, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so after Dia and their partner was so kind and generous to just let me buy some merch, it was time to basically run back to the table, run back to my friend's table and be ready to sell some stuff. Because on the first day, we open at 12:30 p.m. for the first batch of people who's coming in. It's like VIP, I guess. I want to say it's like a VIP people who gets inside. They paid to get 30 minutes earlier than the usual visitors. This gives them a heads up on shopping or, grabbing stuff they want beforehand, which is quite clever and nice for those who knows what they want. So yeah, it was quite calm at first. We're standing there, we started greeting people. We put our little attires on. Lamb has her lamb horn. Lynx has their lynx here. I put on my dragon horns. So, and I even put on my face mask because hands down, guys, actually wearing a face mask inside packed conventions is quite helpful. You do save yourself from a lot of germs. Because I can say a lot that, unfortunately, last expected, a lot of people got sick of the Dokomi. But I also think it might be because a lot of people, they take hands, they handle cash, they hug each other, they talk, they share food. It's a germ spread. Like it will be a germ spread because everyone also touches the same surfaces. So I was super cautious this year to always just have, wet tissues with me and be careful where I touched and everything. Just to make sure I wasn't spreading anything or anything or getting anything from anyone else. I'm back. Welcome back, Hugs. So yeah. But first day, like I said, 30 minutes in. Then they open up at 1 p.m. And 1 p.m., guys, that's when if we compare, the Lion King scene, you could almost compare it with the Lion King scene with the buffalo herd when they start coming down the hill towards Simba when he's a cub. That sound is basically what you hear when you know the waves of people are emerging, getting inside the buildings. And as expected, we started to have quite the busy queues. And like I said, we had two queues basically. I was one holding the card reader, so I was like, I was placed over this little area with my dragon horns, and just yeah, I'm so furious and those. Lynx was in the middle here and handling the cash, and just doing a great job handling the money and shit, taking payments over there. And the lamb was out here and just helping the partner out, taking payments and handling stuff. Wow, great doodles. Yeah. So we were standing here and it went fine, like I said. Some people walked in over here and they took payment by me. Some people came here, took payment by Lynx. But, like I said, it still was quite busy. And the unfortunate thing we noticed, like, here you can also see, if we point out a couple of things, you can see on this side, we have the dinosaurs, we have the blankets, but we also have the pins, the big pin stands, And on these handles, you can't stack too many because they're going to be too bulky, they're going to fall off, etc., You can't place too many at the same time. Meanwhile, on my side, you can't see them too well, but right here, there's sticker sheets hanging on the edge here. And next to the sticker sheet stall here, you could find like these, how to say, you can find these little placers in front. Like 2 rows of these things next to the sticker sheets. And here you could buy the singular sticker decals. And those I use fat stacks. So, they were like fat stacks of sticker decals in each one. So my place didn't really need the same refill because I could stack it fat and it was fine. Nothing would fall out here and nothing would fall out here. But it was the pin stand we realized was a bit tight on refilling because there were so many people in the queue. And we also had a little other issue. Dokomi has this dumb wall rule. So if you come here to the, doodling again. So imagine this is like from above. So these are the tables, Here's the tables, everything. And we have merch sticking out under the bags. Then you have the wall. Like, we had a bunch of boxes right here. And then you have the wall. But we were not allowed to push further, like, push the table further out or anything for space. So you're having like this tight space here. You could barely get through or back and forth. That was a bit hellish, which made it hard for us to, Lamb couldn't exactly walk out here and pass through the banner to get around and refill the pins. So they got a lot of the pins got emptied out, which people then had to ask in this queue for more of those pins. And we don't really know why. Like, we understand that, of course, Dokomi don't want everyone to, push out their tables, and everything. But there was a couple of stalls we saw during the convention that had way better space than us. Like, one area we saw, for example, let's see if we just do, this is like a wall. They had this, like, broad, like, super spacious area behind them and everything. And it was so surprising. And, here. Yeah, like I said, they had super nice space here. They could stack their boxes here. I don't remember which booth it was and everything, but they had tons of merch boxes right behind them. But they had super airy and nice behind in this area. You could move around freely. And there were also 3 workers. And they sold mainly like pins and stickers and sheets. So we were quite surprised. And we hope that if my friends get in next year, that we can request for like this kind of booth area, because the amount of space we had, especially when my friends were selling plushies, that's like one of their main merch, and blankets and stuff, it takes so much space, and we really need space. But not only that, as we were working through the evening, guys, so let me say this. We had an issue happening. Like, we kept having a queue from, 12:30. And the queue kept going and going and going. I take payments, I refill the baskets as fast as I can with plushies. And so Lamb and Lynx does the best too, taking payment, refilling the basket with plushies, blankets. But one thing happened suddenly during the pace that suddenly the card reader guys, this little guy, they died on me. The connection died on the card reader. And I asked Lynx for help because it was connected with their phone, with their Bluetooth. And they're like, oh yeah, we just need to restart it. And I'm like, yeah, I did that. Like, I did exactly what Lynx taught me what to do if it happens. But it didn't work. I stood there with 2 queues of people. They're looking at us, ready to pay. And the card reader died. And we were just like raising eyebrows as we looked at the card reader. Lynx doing her best to connect the card reader again. Oh no, he's dead. No, yeah, it died on us. The connection died. Like, it was working, it was charged and everything, but the Wi-Fi Bluetooth connection thing refused to connect. And that is the biggest nightmare for sellers at Dokomi, that the card reader don't want to, like, it can't reach the Wi-Fi, it can't connect to anything. So suddenly we had no card reader, and Lynx, like, Lynx had to like let's see here. This is like how I imagine Lynx. They just had to go like Super Saiyan, easy calculator. Now it was they had to calculate, guys, because now we could only take cash payments. And the Lynx had to be fast as a lightning bolt, calculate and handle cash from two queues that we had to merge together, and we had to excuse and say sorry to people and be like, the card reader's dead. We can only take cash right now. We're sorry. And the people started fumbling out their money from the money purchase. Because fortunately in Germany, they handle with lots of cash. They still handle a lot with cash payments. So that was good. So a majority could still buy their merch because they had cash available. So that was lucky. But it was like the insane things. The card reader didn't want to connect or work for like 3 hours. It was broken down. And Lynx went on easy calculating math in their head in euros. And you know, they were handling change, and people brought up a bunch of items. You have to calculate how much all that was together. You have to remember the discount you get when you buy, you know, certain items amount, you know, 3 stickers. Oh, that's 10 euros, please. Oh, but you also did the 3-pin deal. That's 25. So 25 plus 30. Oh, you only bought 1 sticker sheet. That's 7 plus a plushie, 37 plus. And this just went on. So we were really proud of Lynx doing such brain work. Like, she was working hard, guys. Holy moly, what a queen, I say. The only thing I could do then was basically just restock and help out where I could. Like, if people offered money with exact change, I was able to take that, because I also had like a little money pouch to help assist Lynx in that matter. Or else I just focus on like running around and refill, so things got stacked up as much as possible. Ooh, so first day, guys, was crazy busy. And like I said before, the first day is also the first day where collectors and those who knows what they want is coming in to buy their stuff. And we had a queue all the way to like, I know I was allowed to go earlier because my friends, sweet as they were, allowed me to go earlier because I really wanted to go to Yo's meet and greet, which was like 50 minutes after 7 p.m. So they were super kind and generous to me, allowing me to go when it was close to, it was like almost the final hour before Dokomi was closing for the day. But they still had like a queue, but it was getting smaller when it was starting to reach 6 p.m. So imagine that, guys, 12:30 to 6 p.m. we had queues. People wanted their plushes. People wanted their pins. They wanted their blankets. They wanted their Linus. Oh god, it was busy. But yeah, so my friends allowed me to go, and I was fortunate. So I managed to get in time to Future Legends meet and greet to see Porcelain Maid, Joel. And this is also like another thing I didn't know regarding this meet and greet, because I missed the announcement on Twitter. You know, you're busy, you're working, you don't really check Twitter or anything when you're full on working your ass by the boot. But Future Legends had actually announced that if you want to guarantee a spot, you need to kind of come 30 minutes before. Because as soon as I came there were 2 more people behind me. That's when they handed out tickets. And then after like 2-ish people behind me, I think 2-3 people, yeah, they cut the line with this little band, and we're like, oh yeah, the queue ends here. And I was like, oh, it was limited spots. Because as you can see on the time, it's like 7:15 p.m. to 8 p.m. The meet and greet for Joel was. So barely an hour's time was given. And what's so funny is apparently Future Legends was surprised over the amount of people who wanted to come and see Joel. They didn't think it would be that many people. They clearly misjudged that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they misjudged that so hard. And he's like, come on, it's Joel. What do you mean? How did you not know it would be so many people? Duh. Honestly, they can't know. Oh, but it was really like it was quite nice standing in the queue. When I was standing in the queue, I met so many sweet people. I also saw two really cool Joel cosplayers. There was this girl who cosplayed Iron Mouse even, and she performed a little operetta performance to say, like opera like singing in the queue. She said she really loved Iron Mouse and she actually practiced opera and like she admires her. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And she started singing for us. I'm like, holy moly, she had pipes. She could operetta the shit out of this. I was very entertained. Yeah, she was. Yeah, opera, okay. Yeah. Like, she was splendid. I hope this girl, wherever she is out there, she will go far because she was very talented. She did really good hitting the notes. So we gave her an applaud and she was like, oh my god, beautiful! Wow! She's like, hey, thank you. It's like, oh my god, you're cool. And I spoke with some other people in the queue, and I even got to hand out some stickers. Like some people might have seen it on my Twitter and Blue Sky that I did print out stickers beforehand. Both of Joel's Porcelain Maid's Blockhead, aka the chat mascot with the times, but I also printed out Noodle, aka me, my VTuber, to hand out. And I actually, like, surprisingly enough, guys, I almost handed out all of my stickers. Super nice, super fun, actually. It made me really glad. People even said my little VTuber was really cool, so I was like, oh my god, yay! Yippee yay! Woo! But yeah. But during the queue, I also met some other fun people. Ooh, I also met, like, there was these two guys I talked a lot with. Very sweet guys. Shout out to them. If they are here or not, or see the VOD, I don't know. But one of them actually said that they were helping out their wife of selling at the Dokomi. I looked them up later. I realized, like, oh fudge, I forgot to ask about it. God damn it! But I think I found them. It was like a Phoenix VTuber girl, very pretty as well. So I hope they had a fun time. Yeah. Oh, also I got also handed a little gift as well when I was in the queue, which was super fun, and we will get to that later on as well. I found out that the old friend Noro, their fans was also in the queue. And one guy who does like polyclay modeling, he does like clay models, was in the queue. And I actually even got a little gift from them. Noro, if you've seen the Knight, the very cool Knight VTuber looking person. Okay. You're gonna get to see it later, promise. Yeah. Eventually, it was my turn to go up and meet Joel. And the staff was very sweet, helping out, taking pictures. I was like, oh my god, Joel. And it's so funny. I was like, this is so stupid, guys. I had thought to myself in my head, like, okay, when you're going up there, just greet him immediately with your name. Because it's been years since you all probably heard me. First time they heard me was like 3 years ago, like Doodle Doll, when I was first guesting. Instead, I go up there like, oh, hi, yo, how you doing? And he's like, hey. And I'm like, oh, God, it feels like an execution. And they started laughing. I felt like I was up there getting executed. People are staring at me. I stand there in front of him with a headset, a mic, and I'm just like, I'm on a short time as well because it was closing up to 8 p.m., which is closing time. So the staff had to literally cut down on the talking time with people. You had like barely a minute to talk. You can't really say and do much on 1 minute, guys. So I had to just literally throw a bunch of random stuff there. I made y'all laugh, and then the girl I saw in it on the cam, like, oh, she's coming up to take picture. Okay, I handed her my camera, turned around, took a couple of snaps with y'all. Very nice. Proof that I met the doll. It was my first meet and greet. It's also a little extra special. But fun is, before I left, I was like, oh yeah, also, I'm Demolix. And it's like, oh my god, Dem, I didn't remember your voice. It's like, yeah, it's been a lot of years since you heard it. But oh, fun also was that y'all, during the day, as I was working, they actually contacted me. I was handed a little mission, guys. Y'all recalled that I was going to Dokomi to help my friends. And I know I had asked him before, and like, oh, do you accept gifts? And he was like, yeah, I don't think they will, they don't help with gifts. But apparently, not only me have asked for this, but there were other people who had asked to give Joel gifts. And he asked the staff that because of that, like, hey, there's people, who want to give me gifts. And they had brought up that, okay, well, we don't help with that. But if you find someone who can help you, we can lend them your gifts if they can send it to you. And Joel honored me with that little thing that I was the one who was gonna help me with that. So after I had done my meet and greet, I just moved to the side. I stood there awkwardly on the side, just like tapping my little hips and looking on the phone a bit and like la-di-da, waiting. Eventually the staff came up with the gift, like, oh, and there wasn't too many things here, so you can maybe just take it right away. I was like, yeah, I can take it. So I still have the stuff here at home because y'all needs to send me where I can send the items, but it's coming. They're a busy guy, so I just get a bit nervous when I'm holding people's stuff for them. I'm like, oh, what if I lose it? I blink and it burns up in front of my eyes. Ah. Not that it would, but overthinking. But yeah, after I had collected that, I ran back to oh my god, the videos. Gosh darn it, let's see. After that, I ran back to my friends. The good thing is when you're a vendor, you can stay overtime, at the area. You're not getting shooed out immediately because you have to, prepare to close the stall and everything. So I ran back to my friends and tackled into Lammelings, and then we did our little walkies out at 8 p.m. from the little con, and we're like, yay, first day, we survived, good job, queens, yeah! And like, again, it's incredible work of them, really impressive with the Lammelings speed running as well, especially Ling's speed, calculating everything when the card reader died, like, holy moly. I just been in this place before. Yeah. Sorry, just taking a little apple piece again. Yum. Taking some snackies while talking. Yum num. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. Not much happened later on the evening. It was more like, get to the hotel, eat, and then sleep. And then we went on to day 2. And this was funny. I actually saw this exclusive t-shirt hanging close to the entrance of Hall 4. So I know Iron Mouse had like a little collab with Dokomi. Basically a t-shirt design, as you can see here. It was very cute design. But I also thought to myself, like, it's cute, but I should allow the hardcore fans to buy this, preferably. Yay, it's very cute. Like, I think it's super cute. I could definitely just buy it to buy it, but I also felt like, nah, let the Iron Mouse, like the closer Iron Mouse fans. Like, I am a fan of Iron Mouse as well, but I'm not that actively watching or engaging with them. So for me, it just felt like, nah, I can survive without the t-shirt, actually. Someone else can buy and be happy over that one, But that's just my mindset. If you want to buy something, honestly, just go and buy something. But yeah, so day 2 started for us. Bit calmer this time, since, like said, people had been doing their big ass purchases on the first day. People had been going crazy, and it wasn't as mad lad for us then, to say the least. Like, oh my gosh. So today, like, we sent links on their first break. Like, basically, I was the only one who had a shorter break of some sort on the first day, since they were so kind to let me go on crazy. Yeah, yeah. They were so kind to let me go on a break to go and do the meet and greet and see you all, while my friends were stuck just working, working, working. Uh, so on the Saturday, we sent away links to have their first little shopping run. They got to walk away first before also it gets crazy busy, because it gets a lot crazy. I was crazy once, yeah. Aren't we all? Aren't you still? See. So this year we actually did a little change when it came to like, mm, yeah, sorry. Oh my god, swallowed apple. Bleh. We had a longer lunch this year. We usually run with like 1 hour, but going to Dokomi as a vendor trying to do a shopping run, 1 hour is barely enough for you, depending where you're going. We'd added like 1 hour and a half for us, which actually did a little extra. But even with that, you didn't go far. We still didn't get far. But later on, like I think it was around lunchtime, like I said, the morning was quite calm and quiet. We kept refilling plushies and everything. And, quite cool and easy breezy, la di da. And eventually it was my turn to go on a little lunch break. So I did a little walkies, and first I checked around in the hall 4, but I also did type myself a little shopping list, which sounds funny, but it's actually helpful. It makes you less overwhelmed about where you're supposed to run and not, because, again, so many people are there attending the Dokomi, shopping, everything, and it gets a bit overwhelming and overstimulating for your body and mind, honestly. So it's nice to just know where you're supposed to go, to say the least. So I first did a little mini run, though. I was going to like Hall 10 again, but I ran past this cute little booth with creatures, and oh, I really like these guys. The name of the booth, as you can see, is Mercurian. Mercurian, yeah. These at first I didn't see the prices until I realized, oh, it's like the little gold tags right in front. That was very cute. Oh, hydrate. Yes, thank you. I actually need to drink. I haven't been drinking for like an hour. Hold on. Taking some gamer sips. Delicious. They're like little gold symbols to show how much it was cost. Like this cost a little more than the usual things you could see, but it actually is like a lot of work in this, handcrafted. Like if I had a bigger budget, I would love to buy one of these posables because I love these kind of things. I I would do so many fun photo shoots with things like this. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Mm. Later on, as I was fighting myself, I went through Hall 5 again, which is the 18 plus area. Did a little stop there, got some merch, got some signatures from Momotex, a very sweet VTuber, and got some other strings as well. But like I said, I didn't take pictures in the Hall 5 because that is after all the 18 plus area. Photography, you have to be kind of cautious with that, especially since, like I said, it's 18 plus area. They have a lot of 18 plus stuff in there, guys. Like they even have that they sold alcohol in there. Uh, Fortunately, they have guards by each entrance, And to even get inside the 18 plus area, you also have to go to info booth beforehand, show your ID and everything, and get a specific paper pass around your wrist that you can flex to the guards to get inside. Which is good. Very good security, actually. But inside that place, you can find a lot of funny things. A lot of funny things. I saw all kind of stuff, and the most funniest thing, like I was actually in the 18 plus area day before, just to look out where the boots were, and I was running to hall 10. I locked eyes with a worker who was unpacking adult toys. And when I did that, they were just about to unwrap a certain toy they held right up in the air, and I was like, oh dear, run, run! It was a bit dumb, but so funny. That plush is looking into my soul, trying to feel it. Yeah, like I said, they are big guys. I really like these handcrafted figures that they sold. Like I said, if I had a bigger wallet this year, I would love to buy one of their posables. I'm glad I took a business card from them so I can remember where they are and everything, because look at that guy! Look at that guy! Alright. Did take a picture as well of this. Side Games was there. And like usual with those gamer stalls, booths, they allow you, to try out some games. I didn't take a picture of the game stalls itself, but you can see here Blue. They had a couple of games that people could try, but I angled my camera on purpose to avoid taking pictures of said people sitting there gaming. I usually prefer to try to take higher up pics just because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. So I always try to just angle my little camera. Not include pictures of people, preferably. And then I ran past some, the classic little, here you can buy your sword stall, basically. That's always a classic as well. All the swords. Just standing here waiting to be bought, even keyblades. Grand Blue, nice. Yeah, Grand Blue. Well, like I said, a bunch of words and everything. And it said which game it was from and everything else as well. Oh, and this was also super fun. Like, eventually I reached the Gamer Subs booth. Let's see, well, this one was a bit hard to angle, so of course I got shots of people's backsides. But I did stand by the edge first, talking with one of the staffs. I was like, oh, fudge, I didn't know you guys were here. And they're like, yeah, we're here. Like, we're actually both here and at TwitchCon. Because as some know, TwitchCon was the same weekend as Dokomi. So they were in Netherlands at the same time. And the guy I was talking with, it was kind of funny. Like, he had been requested to come and help. Or, well, they asked for a volunteer. He was at TwitchCon first. But they didn't understand how many people would attend Dokomi. So they needed more help. And he volunteered to take the train and come to Dokomi and help out. So I was like, oh, neat. And we started to talk a little. And of course, I bought a shaker because I'm stupid like that. They didn't have the flavor I wanted to buy, sadly. But they had some other free samples you could try. But as we were talking, I also saw they sold V-cards. As you can see, they had the Chaos, Divine and Chaos, the new editions being sold. And they also had a very good rule. It was these booster boxes, so it was like 120 euros per pack. It was only at cash purchase as well, and only one per client. Which was good, because they wanted, prevent scalping. All good. But, as we spoke, I was like, oh yeah, I've done a V-card before, not for this pack, but the previous one. And he was like, oh cool, which one? I was like, oh, maybe you know Portia Mela. Yeah, I know that guy. He's like, oh yeah, he's mascot card. So, oh yeah, that one, I know which one, but you're really talented. I'm like, oh wow, thank you, gee. mm, it's always fun that people like that card. I'm still very proud. See here. I don't, for those who don't know, hold on. I can actually bring out the card. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hold on, hold on. Some who didn't know, like said, I was hired for one project for Porcelain Maid, where I did the card for his mascot card. Let's see here. It's gonna find the file. I have so many files, guys. Hold on. So many folders. Where am I? Let's see. There's the fan art, porcelain maid, right there, card commission. Wrong card commission. V card, there we go. So for those who didn't know, I did this card for V card, Awaken Worlds. It was last year. I was hired by Joel himself. You can see right down there, my little name. Alex, yay, it's me, woo! So I did this card as a mascot blockheads. That was actually like one of my bigger projects, my first bigger projects to work with, because this is, like said, with the V card, aka owned by, well, it's GamerSup's side thing, like business, sister company, quote, question mark. I don't know. But like I said, they complimented that. They thought my art was nice. I really appreciate it. I really like my art myself, but it's always fun and also very motivating people to hear others also enjoying your art. So that was a little fun boost for my motivation. Like, yay, they liked it, woohoo! And they were also so funny. Like, oh, are you going to participate in more projects? And like, well, maybe someday, hopefully. I just told them honestly, like, well, as long as someone wants to hire me, sure. But I also understand that people turn to their, main artists. I'm still a small jelly, to say the least. Eventually, I will go there. Eventually. Ah, but as I was running around, I also did more like purchases. I also ran into Dust, Dusko, who sells like a bunch of stickers, keychains, and stuff of VTubers. That was very nice. I bought actually a gift for my friend Quake. They don't know that. Oh well, now they know. They they didn't know, but now they know because my partner delivered the gift at work. So I bought some because I already had a keychain and sticker of your wall, but I know Quack didn't have, so I bought that for them as well, like a little gifty from Dokomi. Yeah. And later on, during like my last 30 minutes on off the break, I realized I was super hungry, and this is also something that was super nice. They have a bunch of food stalls outside of Dokomi vending halls. And I found out about, like, we saw this melon pan area. So, like, you can see melon pan. And of course, I had to buy a box, guys. So, I bought 2 matcha, 2 melon, and 2 strawberry flavors. They call it Ichigo pan, but that's actually strawberry, she said in the stall. And we could taste the strawberry later, I can tell you that. It was really nicely, freshly baked melon pans. Very, very good flavor. Like, very good bread. So I'm definitely missing the melon pan. Made me think about Japan. Oh, I want one now, damn. Yeah, melon pan is so nice. I wish we had it here, but we don't, sadly. We do not. Hmm. While also getting melon pan, I also bought some bubble tea because I was thirsty. It was so hot. My god. Hmm. Gosh. Doing my apple piece, hold on. No. There we go. Oh, it was also so funny, like, my friends, when I returned, they told me that, like, that not only had we had, while we were working, guys, we did receive some weird comments during the convention time to time. People did some really weird remarks or comments, and it was nothing like sexualized or anything. It was just like weird, to say the least. Uh, so regarding that, yeah, I'm just gonna refresh this and do this. There we go. When I was with my friends again, when my break was over, Lamb told me, like, this is such a weird comment. Also, I realized something I forgot to tell you guys. That missing box, with Lamb and Lynx managed to actually find the box. Gosh darn it, I missed to tell that. Gosh darn it. Oh, well, oh well. They found it at another stall. Fortunately, the vendor didn't like toss it or anything. But what Lamb and Lynx was going to tell me after I was back from my break was that a guy had walked up, and he was like, "Oh, is this like all you have left?" Because on Saturday we were starting to be low on plushies, and some plushies, you know, well, let's say like, oh, the blueberry was gone. I'm just tossing random designs out here now, and oh no, the strawberry's gone, and oh, these two were gone. You know, more and more starts to sell out because it also started go like half Saturday passing, and people, you know, they are slowing down on the purchases because they also bought already all what they wanted, you know. But this guy, he makes that comment, and my friends, they're like, yeah, haha, like it's selling out quite fast, you know. And then he makes this weird remark like, oh yeah, really bad planning for you guys, haha. And it's like, excuse you? Like, they were baffled, like, that he said that. And Lynx, I think, had a reply like, oh, we actually brought extra boxes, but it just sold out so fast and so much. And they still just held on, apparently, like, oh, yeah, but I guess you still need to plan better. So, like, he couldn't take that they made a comeback on that. But it was just a really weird remark. Like, guys, hands, like, as one who has experienced Dokomi and experienced high demands, aka my friends are quite high demands on Dokomi. We brought a bunch of stuff, so many plushies. The van was packed, tightly packed with those bags, and they even sent, you know, extra boxes to the convention to have to sell, like 6 extra boxes of plushies, and it was even the bestseller plushies. They still sold out so much. And again, with the space I told you before, when you barely have a meter to move behind the table, you can't have too much stuff behind you or under the table. But no. Apparently, my friends can't plan. Okay, all right. It's such a weird remark. And we were just like, damn, like, okay, that's such a weird comment. And I used to like, why did it say that? What is that attitude? What do you mean? Like, maybe it was just you planning badly, coming one day later when you gosh darn knows well that my queens are very popular and they sell out quite a lot, you know. Ah. It was so weird. And I even had another one. It was this was also like, we had more guys coming in and saying some weird remarks. Like, one guy had also walked up, and I see Aurora. Yeah, they have dinosaurs. They have dinosaurs. Super cute stuff. I love my friends' things. But yeah, so one guy, he was actually walking up and like grabbing a Linus, the lemon shark, like touching the stuff, grabbing and squishing, putting their little like rumbling hands on them and rubbing and feeling on them. But he also turned to my friends and went on commenting like, oh yeah, like your plushies has really lost the quality, they're not as stuffed anymore. Which also was super confusing because, first of all, my friend haven't changed manufacturer Like, they haven't changed manufacturer, aka it's basically the people you contact that, you know, produces your designs. They have been going with the same design maker, like the one who creates the plushies out of my friend Lamb's designs for years. They haven't changed design. But he, like, and my friends were like, no, we're still with the same. And he couldn't take it. He was apparently very persistent to tell my friends, no, no, no. This one, it's not stuffed like it used to be, you see? No, no. Like, pointing finger, like, yeah, I know my stuffing. I have your plushies. I know quality. It's like, what? It was so weird. And my friend is like, no, like, we still with the same, you know, super weird remark. And when my friends told me that, I'm like, I swear he must have compared with the other designs. I kind of want to eat that plushie. Well, yeah, I mean, it's fair because the plushies are, after all, mixed with sweets and berries and everything, and Swedish fika. But for example, you can't really tell from the pictures, really, but if you look at the dinosaurs, just look at the shape and everything, you can see they are more like packed stuffing. They are more of a stiffer, packed design plush, and which is a majority of the plushies. But the thing is, with the sharks and stuff, the whales, they have specifically, and it even, I'm quite sure it even says on the website, they are mochi plushies. They are supposed to be squishier. They are supposed to be, you know, stretchy. They're supposed to be softer. So I told my friend, like, he must literally have compared mochi plushies with the more packed plushies, which makes no sense in comparison because they have two different designs when it comes to, you know, filling. And it's like, yeah, like, it must have been like that. But he was so dead ass sure that they had changed manufacturer for the plushie designs because, oh, it has less stuffing now. It's like, no, it has the right stuffing. It's supposed to be like that. What do you mean? You can't go tell the creator who knows, like, like, guys, when you buy plushies from my friends, they quality check every single one. They will take out the plushies, they will beat them up and make sure every little design and detail is correct on that. They will check that it's properly stuffed. You will have a quality check on your plushie before it's being sent to the new loving home. So that he tried to argument with my friend, aka the owner, aka the design maker, aka, you know, everything that he's the one who makes it happen, you know? That's wild. Yeah, exactly, it's good. Yeah. And during that as well, later on, while I was standing in the queue, yeah, another one came. Like, guys, my friends has website. This is also important to put, like, they have pre-orders right now of new designs that they are in production right now. But they will be sent out in fall, aka in winter somewhere, you know, fall, winter time somewhere. So maybe like September, October, like, or even October, November, you know, fall time. People still came and asked for these pre-orders if we had them. But we had to tell people, no, like stated on the website, it's a pre-order. You can sign up and you can get it shipped once it's, you know, completed, la di da, all that stuff. And they're like, oh, okay, I see, sorry, hi, I'm like, my bad. It's like, no, don't worry about it. We understand. They're just excited, you know, everyone is excited. But there was one guy, as I was packing up plushies in the baskets again in the front, refilling baskets, one guy came up to me and he asked about the Sakura plush axolotl. And this is an example from the website, guys. So just so you know which one I'm talking about. Like I said, she's on pre-order right now. They named it Charlotte. Very cute, very sweet. Very popular request. People did come to Dokomi and thinking we would have it, but we were like, no, sorry, it's in production still. We didn't have any to bring. They will be shipped in fall, you know. And hopefully, if they get to Dokomi next year, we might have it in person. This guy came up to me and asked for this little axolotl, cherry, sakura, you know. And I gave them the same response, like, oh, no, sorry, it's in production right now. I shit you not. He was like, oh, but I saw someone right over there with that plushie. Mind you, I know, and my friends know, that's impossible. And I just looked him dead in the eyes, like, slowly tilting my head, like, of course, I was I was just professional responding, like, oh no, you're definitely mistaken. It's in production. It's not even completed or, sent yet. And he just went like, oh, I see, like turning his head away slowly, looking in the distance. I just looked at him like, who are you? He's thinking in my head like, who are you and where did you come from? It's like very random remarks of people, and it was so weird that he comes up and claims that he saw the design when it's not even like sent to my friends yet. It's not even completed. It's not even done. It's in production right now. It's really funny comment. And it just made me so baffled. It's like, where, how, when, why? Oh god. So we had a couple of funny commentators over the weekend. I can say that's for sure. Oh god. And it was also fun. Later on the evening, as I was working, mm, I'm not sorry, yeah, Apple. So I was about to unpack some manatee plushies, and I heard someone like, "Oh, excuse me." And I was like turning around, looking, and it was so funny. It was like this very pretty girl looking at me, and I looked at her like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "Are you Dema?" And I just looked at them. My friends even looked like, "Huh?" And they're like, "How do they know my name?" And I was like, yeah, I'm Dema. And they're like, oh, I'm Pumpkin. And I was like, oh my gosh. And for those who don't know, Pumpkin is a diva from Porcelain Maid's community. A very cute, a very elegant girly. She came to the table to quickly come and say hi to me, and I really appreciated that. And they were so cute as well because they handed me 2 stickers, and it was my favorite 2 stickers that they had. Like, one of them is my favorite. Let's see. Look at these guys. These are so crazy funny. I love this one on the right. It's so freaking funny. It makes me smile whenever I see it because it's so fucking whack. Oh gosh. But she was so sweet and gave me these stickers, and I gave her 2 stickers too, the blockhead and my little noodle. And she even gave me a little postcard. I forgot to take a picture of that, god damn it. It will come back later on a picture, I promise. You will see it soon, you will see it soon. I did take a picture of loot and gifts, actually, so you will see all the stuff. But they were very sweet. We had a little chat, and they had to go because they were with a group of friends. It's like, yeah, of course, go and have fun. I'm like, I'm working after all with my friend though, so yeah. Gosh. And it was also really fun that later on, after working, etc., there was this no, this girl from last year. She had been coming to the table to say hi a couple of times. She was actually a boot seller by Dokomi 2 past years, but this year she didn't get a table sadly. So she came as a visitor. And she and her friend came to our table. They started talking with Lamb and Links a lot, I took some payments and refilled the basket with plushies. But eventually, one of the girls brought out a book. And this girl asked people to sign her book by doodling little bumblebees. My friend doodled very cute little bumblebees in the book. I was like, that's sweet. But what surprised me was that this girl actually turned to me and was like, do you want to draw? I was like, oh, me? Like, yeah, like, oh, cool. Like, Lynx lended me one of their pencils. I got to also do a little doodle of a bumblebee in the book. If I recall correctly, I'm gonna see if I can recreate this little bastard on the screen. Hold on. Eh. So I was like basically doing like this. I did like a little torpedo face. Again, not gonna be exact, but like I did like this little mouth. And then I start to just like make it fluffy, like you see, like this. The little finger, and just blacken out, you know. And then I did a little stripies. I did 3 stripes over the body. And then they also got the little leggies. Yeah. Yeah. I did like a little bumblebee for them, a little fluffy bastard. Cute, yay, thank you. My friends thought that it was very cute too. I really liked their bumblebee as well. And I thought this would be a cute one. And then I also did like my little signature below, like Nikki Arts or slash Demolux. But I don't know if they're gonna search on Instagram or Twitter, so I'm like, you get both. So that was actually a very cute thing that they went around and asked people to sign their book and draw bumblebees. Like, that's a cute little idea, like, see how people doodled bumblebees. We even got to see what others had done, and that was super cute. So, really appreciated it. The evening went on, quite calm, and eventually the convention closed again. But today it was like, gosh, like Saturday is the longest day. Because then you close, like you open 9:30 and we close 8 p.m. So it was the longest day we had open. And that's on that very day we had to sold out all the signs except for one dinosaur design regarding plushies. Or else everything else was sold out. It was crazy busy, like I said. So we were like, oh my god, it's just little Pontusles, the pterodactyl. He needs a home. He like was so funny. It's gonna download the pictures here. Hold on. Like, nom nom nom. Lamb had to basically rearrange some on the table. Like he moved the cutout as well up on the table, which is funny. As she was later on, like later on the day, this cutout of the mascot, a guy, like he actually came up and commented about this specific cutout, like, oh, it's very cute, you know, la da da. And like, yeah, thanks. And he's like, how much for it? And we're like, wait, what? He wanted to buy the freaking cutout of the Shiba. And I later told Lamb that this is actually quite common, that people buy cutouts of things that people have by their stalls. Like some people literally auction that off, but that's way more common with VTubers. You might have seen that some VTubers have like cutout auctions. You can sit and like, bid on that stuff through like a Discord server or something. Super random, but it's actually a thing. So we just told him politely, no, we won't sell the cutout. We will actually bring that home. We need it at home, you know. They need their cutout. And then also Lamb did a little cute setup here. As you can see, Pontus, the last plushie surviving on Sunday. So they were prepared like a little chicken basket, calling out to the new owners. But I can tell you a good story. They got sold out in the end. So we were super happy with that. Very happy, very gleeful. Like, I really like that design as well. I like I mentioned before in the stream, I'm my friends one of their biggest supporters. I shit you not, almost all of their plushie designs at home. I have so many pins, so many stickers, but I used a lot of them. I have a lot of pins, not only from my friends, but I also swap with other pins. I have a pin board at home And I love to change my pins on my bags, on outfits, and I swap them out depending on the style and the accessory choices. So I actually use my things. Um, so I use them depending on which outfit, etc., etc. But yeah, oh, something we also did on Sunday. We did take a little walk around to look at some stalls because we came super early on Sunday. And my friend wanted to show me a stall. But I also met some other stalls on the way that I took pictures of. This is actually a stall I have a couple of prints of. They are named Shine Art. Shine Art? Yeah, we'll see their name somewhere soon. It's a French artist, if I don't read wrong. Yeah, Shane, you can see it right there. Shane. And this person makes beautiful Monster Hunter artworks and original dragon creations and walls and everything. I love their prints. They even have with oil imprints as well, like silver and gold. Beautiful things. I highly recommend their art if you're interested in like fantasy artwork. I actually took a close up on, let's see here, one of the prints. Well, two of them. It's basically the zodiac signs that me and my partner has. Let's see. So my partner is the Pisces, the fishes, you know, which is the one here on this side, the Pisces. And I have Libra, which was apparently named Balance. Oh, right, Pisces is not even, you can't read it here, but it says Poisson, which is a very fun name for Pisces. And Libra was Balance, this duo as you see here, which was really cool. I have those two prints at home. I would love to buy more of their prints, like their artworks. They are like wonderful, beautiful stuff. But I also need to have space for that, you see. We went on as well and we kept seeing more cool stalls that I haven't had time to go to. Like this person also had like very cool artwork with a lot of foil effects and everything. Like super pretty art. Can I can zoom in a bit. Good. They had like Elden Ring as well, as you can see. And Mononoke and other stuff. Claire Obscure, 30, like Expedition 33. Everything. Madoka. Very talented artist, so. Like I'm never ready. Like, funny is, whenever I go to Dokomi to help my friends, I'm never ready budget wise for all the cool artists being there. And I'm just like, I'm drowning in all the cool art. Gosh darn it, where? Like, the place is so humongous, it's insane. Like, I took like a top-ish picture of Hall 3, for example. Just to give a little idea how large, like, you can see that there's letters above. That's like for each aisle of stalls you can walk down, the booths. You know, the entire alphabet separated with all these stalls, which is crazy many tables, crazy many people. But like I said, the entire convention, Dokomi, has 900 artists attending. So there's a lot of artists spread out in each and every building. It's crazy busy, crazy busy. Let's see here. And what else can I? Oh, this one. This is also a really nice artist. I saw them last year and they came back. I know this artist is currently like studying Chinese in China right now, but she came and took the flight in to attend Dokomi. This artist is also super nice art, named Kantakero. So I've seen process videos when she does her art and how she's inspired. Like, she's been traveling so many countries and places. It's incredible. And a lot of the pieces is, you know, inspired from places she's been to. Like, oh, my inspiration came from when I was in this country or that and like area, etc. Super cool things. Also a bunch of art that also had like foil effects, etc., which you can see here, like the jellyfishes. It's so cool, so cool. I'll close down a couple of pieces here so it's not overrun by the images on my clip studio. Let's see, what else? What else? Moving on, we also, oh, this one. Like, this boot my friends wanted to show me. I didn't buy a print from this said table, sadly, but I am planning to do an order online just because the print I wanted is gigantic. So Raiders Art, also a really cool artist you can check out. They had beautiful artwork, both their own things, but also fan arts. Like you can see House Moon Castle. They had even Avatar. They had Dragon Trainer, How to Train Your Dragon, you know. But the one I really liked the most was the koi fishes. I really like the koi fishes. So that one, this is the one I want to buy. But like I said, the size I wanted to buy in, I will have to do an order online. Because I was unsure how to bring that home. Like we would have space when going back home because we actually ended up with a lot of empty boxes, yay! But I'm still very cautious, you know, carrying around prints and everything and not mangle them. That's so beautiful. Yeah, like I said, this person, greatest art. Go check them out. Really pretty things. Highly recommend. Like that's very inspiring. Yeah. Gosh, some air in my throat. Their art is very inspiring when it comes to like environments and lights and everything. So definitely a person I would love to have in my little inspiration folder to say, because that's impressive the amount of details they put down. They really know their stuff for sure. Oh, this is also funny. We came by a drawing wall, and I know we actually had apparently the chance to doodle on it before anyone else, but my friend didn't take the chance. But then it ended up, you know, it was full of doodles because people doodle. And it was like, oh my gosh. But my friend managed to squeeze in their little Tesla in here. And I took a pretty specific angle and everything to find Tesla in the among us of doodles. It was so funny, like people just doodle random stuff or anything else. But like I said, let's see, I need to move up the right way. So I know where my friend's doodle is, and it's right over here. There we go. Keeping eye on Tesla. You can see Tesla, which is one of the Final Fantasy characters. To make it extra highlighted, as you can see, Tesla is right here. They did the glasses, and you know, the eyes, and the brows. But like I said, they had such little space to draw on because it was a huge doodle wall, like I said. So they did their best with what they had. And so did I can say. I actually doodled the Oval's freaking mascot. And then I just added my name below. Nobody will find this ever, but you know. I just doodled. Like, Demolex, yay! And a little blockhead. Leaving a mark, leaving a mark. Need to draw my yellies. My mascot. Ooh. It was also so funny later on. When we got going again with working, we sold plushies, and we sold the last plushies like that of Pontus. So we're happy for that. But as we were standing by the stall, we had this super cute artist coming up to us. They had such a clever little marketing. So this person came with this tiny ass boot to our booth. Look at it! It was Fuwanchi mini art. This made us laugh so much. We were like, oh my god, that's so adorable. What is this? Like, she made us boot out of her boot, basically, like a little shop stall. As you can see, it's like, here's the artist in the middle. They have keychain. They have stickers. They have prints. And oh, also they do commissions. And it was so funny because they were like showing us this little star. We were like, oh my god, your art is so cute and adorable. What the hell? Like, what the fudge? And they handed us their business card, guys. You get it. This is like the tiniest business card I received ever, and I love it. I have it still. It's like teeny tiny. Like, you don't see this. So that was like such a clever little marketing of them. Like, yeah, I do mini art. Here's my business card. Like, what the fudge? I love that. I love that. They went all out on their theme, and I adore that so much. So big shout out to Fuwanchi. I love their little cute things here. they they were hoping for a little table next year, and we're like, yeah, I cross my fingers. You are incredible. Like, oh my gosh, love that so much. Gosh. Oh, and later on, I went to my basically final little merch run, because after all, it was Sunday. It was very calm. I actually took a run to Lost Sand. Lost Sand, they don't have an online shop, which makes it only available to buy the merch from their stall at conventions. And they focus on Okami inspired things. Like, they sell Okami merch. They also do commissions in Okami style and everything. I took a little picture here just to show you some of it. And I actually had bought a couple of keychains and pins last year. But I came and bought actually a little Pokemon keychain. Bought Vaporeon because that's my favorite among the evolutions, water and everything. But I love their style. They have a really cool style, but not only do they have Okami stuff, I didn't get a picture of that, but on the other side of the table, they have like a lot of dog stuff because they make a comic, you see. And they also had very fun postcards over there, like said, but I didn't get any. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, and later on, I actually ran to one artist. I knew that I wanted to go to this artist because they had porcelain made merch. And like I said, it's not often I find porcelain made merch. Not many who makes merch of Yoel, and that makes me sad. At least not at what I've seen at Dokomi. Probably at other conventions, more in the US or something. But here it's more, Hololive or other artists mainly, or the other names. So to see their new model, Porcelain Guard, Elfboy had posted about it. I was like, oh my god, I need to go get it. So I definitely ran to go and get it. And they still had them in stock, because you can see someone is sold out. They stamped them sold out. And that always makes me nervous, They even sold out on Ado. I was planning to get Ado, but, sold out. But the important one, Double, was still available, so I could get the boy. And it's so funny because I told Elf that I wanted to buy 2 of them. Because I told him, like, oh yeah, like, I just told him, like, okay, so I want to buy 2 because I want one to be sent to your wall. And they're like, oh, you sending gifts to your wall? I'm like, yeah, and I just told them briefly, like, yeah, I was requested to help them send the gifts from the meet and greet. And I just said, like, did give them a little text proof just to show, like, I'm not bullshitting. I really don't bullshit about it. Like, I'm not trying to do anything shady, I promise. But Elf was then so very cute and generous that they gave me 1 extra for free, so I could get it to Joel from them. So I was like, oh my god, thank you. So big shout out to Elf Boy for that, because that's super sweet. I was ready to pay for it like a little gift from me, but they gave it as a gift for them. So I even typed to Joel, like, yeah, say thank you to Elf Boy. They sent this to you. Wow. People are so kind. They're very kind. And after that, I decided to go to Hall 1, which I had not been to. And it was hell in there, guys. It was so many people there, because Hall 1, let's see, here's one picture I can show you guys. And also close down some images because there's a lot of things going on my clip studio right now. Let's see here. Just, gosh darn it, hold on. Here we go. I just took a little overhaul shot again of the hall 1. And it was just packed with visitors, as you can see. And every aisle was packed like this with visitors, so it was lots of people. Lots of people. You were moving very slowly because people couldn't walk. People couldn't really move forward. People were fixing their cosplays in the middle of the aisles. It was very, very packed. So it didn't go that fast as I wanted to when I tried to squeeze myself through. Eventually, I managed to get through, and I just tried to look like what is in this building. For example, I found out that the Miku, like racing Miku, was here apparently. So they had a big ass car in here, and they even sold like racing Miku merch inside this spot as well. A lot of it was sold out, obviously, because it was Sunday after all, or Sunday afternoon. Time had been flying, and yeah, so, but I was like, oh, cool car, took a little shot of that, and I wanted to look on the merch just to see, like, because my friend is a Miku fan, so I was like, oh, I could tell them if they really want something, what's left. It wasn't too much sold out, as you can see. You have like chibi posters from all the previous designs. Then you had the maxi posters. And then you had the keychains. Like they also had teacups and other things, but it was on another banner. And I didn't take a picture of that. I just took a picture of this banner to, you know, show the goods to my friend. But yeah. Oh, and this one. I know there's a shop that's named Mason Ghibli. They are basically, you know, a dropship boutique because they buy in merch from Japan that's focused on Studio Ghibli mainly. They had a crazy long queue as well. As you can see here, it's like fenced off, not really fenced off really properly, but they have banners around, and then they had a queue. You can see like here, it is like the little edge of a queue here. People were queuing all the way back here behind the stall. And they let in people, like chunks of people separately to go in and shop here in peace and quiet. The merch here. I would have loved to go in there because I'm a Ghibli fan, but the queue and my like queue time versus my lunch break time was kind of not matching up. So I had to just call it like, nah, I won't get in there. It is what it is, you know. I walked on until I came across this little drink area. They sold like these anime girl drinks, as you can see here. And they had like the previous drops was below. So they had like apple and, you know, everything else, lemon, etc. And then they had the new ones with Hololife's newest girlies. You can see Raura. I really like Raura. See, she's a Holo girl that I do watch because I used to see their old stuff. But these were pre-order drinks, which was a bit funny to hear about. So if you wanted to drink these new ones, you had to pre-order them. And I had no time to stand there and pre-order drinks. I was like, no, I want the bottle now. I'm thirsty. It was just to buy another can and call it. Eventually, I ran almost back to my friends after I did another little run to check out tables. And I came across this table with the cute pottery. I've seen them previous years as well. They focus a lot on like cute creatures, pots, as you can see. Very nice, very sweet. But it was also like, yeah, no, my budget says don't do it, so I had to not buy anything, sadly. And eventually things started to calm down. And as soon as the clock was hitting 6 p.m., it was time for all the people to leave the convention. And we had survived the entire con. Yippee-ki-yay. It was just to like start to unpack. Like we started packing down whatever things we had left on the table. Like we had like 2 boxes to pack, aka the things that we had for setup, and basically the rest of the pins we had not sold, which was barely anything left of, and one pack of like 10 sticker sheets barely. We had such a quick debunkering of the booth, to say the least, because we didn't have anything really to bring with us, which is super nice. That is the goal. When you go into convention, you want to sell out after all, so you don't have anything to bring. So we had super light packing, to say the least. And then I took a little final shot, that, oh, we left the con now, like, this was the finale. We packed the car, we are proud to say, yay, we did it. Another year at Dokomi, thank you so much, guys, yippee yay! Like, I was so proud of my girls, we were all proud of each other, so happy, it was such a fun time. We saw and did a bunch, even though it was a bit of a crash out with the card reader. But it was fun. I always enjoy my time going to Dokomi with my girlie. I'm always honored that they invite me to help them out. It means a lot. And it's really cool to follow this journey, see them grow. And even then after that, it was basically, time to leave. And what we did, we went to the hotel room. And my god, we ordered room service. We had never done that before. It was very, very nice. We ate like queens, slept like queens. Gosh. And then it was just to like go up. We went up super early next day though. Holy moly, like, because of the travel time we had done, Ida, like, Amberlings, they replanned that, okay, we're doing like, I think we did like 3 stops. Yeah, first stop was by the McDonald's on the way back. Then we did a little Spain place that we called it. Then again the Circle K, and then we reached the city. So, but we went up 5 a.m. in the morning. We reached the city around like 1 p.m. somewhere like that, or 2ish, closer to that. Because there was, of course, a car crash on the way back to the city, which made a little queue time add-on, but it was fine. Not too bad, not too bad. But they drive quite crazy on the Autobahn, so we were not surprised that it would be a crash, Yum, yum. But when we reached the city, after, again, driving 6 hours, we rewarded ourselves with some dinner. And with that dinner said, it was, let's see here. We went to this place that's named Peter Pan. And I ordered these fries with like beef and everything on it, and cheese sauce, and it was much needed, guys. It was so good. It was like, I devoured the entire plate because I was so hungry, and just good riddance. I need to eat something meaty and fatty. So delicious and always worth it. We even had a little drink of lemonade. And we still had a little while until it was time to board the ferry back to the city as well. So we decided to walk into the city. And oh my gosh, this is like the best thing that happened then. Because we went to a boba place to buy boba. But the bobas we wanted, oh my gosh, that would take 30 minutes to make. We wanted like with the creams and everything. So that would take 30 minutes. Me and Lamb didn't really feel for any other though, like the more tea-ish ones. I actually was like, man, I wanted the little special ones. Gosh darn it. Oh well, it's okay. But as we were like standing and waiting for Lynx to get their little boba tea, creams are delicious. Yeah, we love creams. Just gonna close down all these pictures that I have right now. Hold on. There we go. So imagine this, that I ride across the street. You have this street right here, and you have this entrance right here to a ramen shop. I didn't pay much attention and everything at first. You'd like this little street in here, and they had tables here and there, Wow, so What an artist I am, guys. But then we noticed something, that out of the blue, we had this giant ass Dogo coming out, like a big fluff ball, just standing outside the ramen shop suddenly. Big Loofer was standing there. And I was like tugging on Lamb, like, oh my god, look over there. There's a dog. Because we all have dogs. We love dogs and we are obsessed with dogs, you know. And we miss our girls at home. And we were like dog needy. We're like, oh my god, a dog. So we just ran out while Link was waiting for the bubble tea. Fluff. Yay, it was Fluff because it was a samoyed. And it was so funny because as the dog was standing there, they turned their head around, started wagging their tail. Like, I locked eyes with this dog, and it came wagging their butt all the way over to me and Land, and we were like squealing and petting on the dog and everything. We were so happy that this dog came to us. I even took a bunch of pictures. Like, this cute Samoyed came up to us. It got pets from us. We pet it on the head, the butt, everywhere. It was adorable, and it was very clearly like a local dog. It just like walked very calmly, you know, among the shops and the boutiques, because I think it was owned by the ramen shop owner. It had this little harness on and a plushie, as you can see. I didn't really take a proper picture of the plushie though. Like, it looked like a little flower guy. Just kind of like sort of like, oh really? Oh yeah, so this little cute Samoyed girl, she came out to us and we were so blessed. Like, oh my god, we were like squealing and cheering on this little dogo, and it was so happy getting pets from us too. But what made it extra funny though, there was this guy. He was kind of like coming up on the side and whistling and clapping his hands. Like he tried to get the dog's attention, and it completely ignored him. It was honestly quite funny because they made so much noise and everything. He wanted the dog so badly to come and greet him, but he just kind of made it not want to go to him. It was a bit sad, but also a bit funny. But he took his chance to pet the dog when we were petting the dog, because it kept running to us and like asked for pets and everything. Super cute. And eventually, Lynx came out just as the dog ran away to like sit down in an alleyway. But then they also saw the dog and they like, oh, come here, come here. The dog came back to us for more pets. Oh gosh. So she waddled her ass down to greet us again, because she walked out here, as you can see, like in the back here. First she sat over here, like, it's fluffy, you know, hanging in the back here. And then he came running back to us. This dog was so expressive. She had like this very cute, chill face. And we were all like, oh, we miss our dog. I want my dog. Look at this beauty. Like that, we suspected it was like a local dog. They owned by one of the shop owners, probably the ramen place. And yeah, they just walked among the place, like chilling, sniffing places, going into random stores across the street. Super cute, super cute. Oh god, this is so cursed though. So, I wanted to buy an ice cream, guys, before we went to the ferry. That was such a mistake. I found this in a like Asian looking store. It had like all kind of stuff. And I'm like, hey, I want to try something new and fun anyway. For me, this looked like an ice cream. This was vile as fudge. This was disgusting, guys. Never have I ever eaten. Hold on. Something that vile. Imagine this, let's see here. As I open the pack, so it's like these little red balls. Apparently, like it was not even ice cream when I opened it up. It was like these tiny little looking apple looking things almost, and they were like weirdly cut out in the middle, where they had this like goo, some yellow goo, you know. And then I also noticed something else. Like they had weird, like this. My gosh, this looks vile. This honey, random sticky gooiness all over like this. And then they had these sesame street like seeds all over. Like it looked very vile. And you know, me opening this, oh, and not to mention, like not to forget, guys, not only was it sticky as fudge, this fruit ball thingy monster I bought, it was also covered in this like super thin paper that got super stuck to said thing as well. Like really sticking onto it, not getting loose for fudge. And I just thought to my like selves, like, oh god, like, oh dear, what have I bought? Oh no. I was not pleased, guys. This stuff looked vile. Like I didn't even want to hold it close to me. I held it like on an arm's length, far as fudge from me, you know. I didn't want to touch it, but I had to touch it. It was disgusting as well. Uh, it was very nasty. I was oh god, it was like eating an insult, guys. It was so sour, like so weird flavor and texture, and then yeah, sesame seeds just popping like. And I told myself like, well, it was an adventure and very nasty adventure regarding food, but it's fine. Oops, I guess. Oh god, it was very cursed, like holy moly. So yeah. This thing, I can say it was one bite, and I tossed it after that. I was not gonna eat that. I was not gonna finish that. I wanted to yeet it out the window. It was gnarly, guys. Oh gosh. So with that, was just to say bye bye and eat it. And then we went to the ferry, and we had better snacks at the ferry as we took it home to Sweden again. But that was my trip to Dokomi, and like I said, it's always an adventure. It's always really fun, and I really enjoy those trips. It's like well, it's work, of course, but it's still like a little mini vacation still for me as well. Honestly, it's always a treat to hang with the queens, Lynx and Lamb. Again, big shout out to my girls at Afternoon Fika. Big love to those girlies, my queenies. Super hardworking queens, and you should all go and support them. You're saying that. Thank you very much. Do it. Oh gosh. Oh, and it's so funny. I have to show this. Hold on. Let's see. I'm just gonna hide this for a moment because I need to censor. Let's see here. I'm gonna censor a thing here before I show it on the screen. So my friends also showed me while we were on the boat, I think. Let's see, just making sure nothing is showing. There we go. Okay, so my friends and I, we're chilling at the ferry, looking Instagram and other stuff. And my friends reacted that there was, they get tagged on people's Instagrams because they're posting, the merch. And one of the things, well, they showed me more. I could look at that more in the morning, but they showed me like the evening before. And my friend was like, "Oh, was this you, Dema?" And I'm like, "What did I do? What did I do?" A person had like said, "Tag them. I'd like to do with merch." Let's see. Here we go. And this is so wild, guys. Like you can see here, as the post reads. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Lovely shout out to the attendant of Afternoon Fika who placed a new sea cow in the basket when they saw this L run to snatch the sea cow just when I was carefully reaching for it. There was someone in front of me, so I wanted to make sure not to bump into them. Like I was maybe 10 to 20 centimeters away with my hand to grab it, and it was very obvious. Person had a shit-eating grin afterwards too, so they knew what they were doing. Also, don't look so obviously upset when your plan fails. It's really pathetic. And we were just like, let's see here. And they also had they are now reunited with their lemon shark sibling because they bought a lemon shark probably year before. But yeah, so this was so surprising. We were so surprised to see this post that, wait, did someone actually do that? Like, huh? And I actually decided to type to them on Instagram. Like, I reached out to them, like, hello. Like, I just want to tell them, like, hey, I was the person helping out. Just to, like, was it me? And I think it actually, like, I recall, actually, like, okay, when I'm behind the stall, you know, I had things here in front of me, but I had like a little gap right here. Perfect basket placement here, you know. And this is where the manatees were being stuffed. You know, the little sea cows. And I remember as I was restocking, I have a brief memory that someone, like when there was one manatee left, I was about to take more manatees to bring out and toss them down into the basket here. As I had turned around, I remember the manatee was gone, and I saw this like little gentle hand posture almost, like they were close to the, oh my god, it looks like a paw, but you know what I mean, it's a hand. They were close to the basket. But at that moment, I came and jeeted in a new little cow. Yay! So they could grab a new cow. But I restocked 2 new cows because we still had some cows left. But I actually reached out to said person and I told them like, hey, I was the one with the dragon horns, and my friends showed me this post, and we're quite like surprised that someone acted like that. And I was just like, well, I did my best to refill, and I'm glad you know got the manatee. And I was like, thank you so much for supporting my friend's company. It means so much. And they actually responded to me. And they were like, oh, I love your stuff so much, you know, heart. And they said that they were also very shocked. And they actually explained that they didn't actually see this person's expression really, because they were looking at the manatee plushie itself. And it was their friend who was with them who saw this other person. Like, okay, so this is the girl, you know, she's she's looking at that, you know, it was like an elf cosplayer. She's looking at, you know, the little manatees, and, you know, she just wanna grab a little plushie. And there was like this someone here. Is this a is this shit eating face enough? I don't know. This looks so stupid. But yeah, they basically, you know, they took the plushie and thought like, aha, I got the last one, tee. And their friend were like, what the fuck? Like, they saw that face expression happen. And as soon as I managed to refill, they got like pouty. Like, they told me that this is what apparently happened, but I couldn't really see that because, you know, I was just working. I was just refilling plushies. But this person said that when I refilled the basket, I basically made their day because, you know, they got the manatee plushie. So, oh my god, yay, we're happy. They got a good ending, yay. But it's such weird behavior. And I'm also like, oh gosh, that made me, like I told my friends, that made me kind of flashback to when I was getting those popcorn baskets for me and my friends. I literally had the same thing, like, you know, the Yoshi popcorn bucket, you know, everyone wanted that. And I went to get one for my friend and myself. And again, just the very same thing, you know, it sits here, the little Yoshi. And, kind of good Yoshi doodle, honestly. Damn, better than I thought it would be. Trash enough, but but again, just the same thing for me as well. When I was trying to get for me and my friend, I actually managed to, guys. I didn't get to need to buy for scalping cost, thank Lord. But people were crazy, and I had my hand like also, you know, almost about to grab in this like this close to grab. Very like I was about to touch the cheek here, basically offset one, and someone just yoinked it like ugly ass claw just coming in and grab it in front of me. They had no respect that I was about to grab it. They just joined it away from me. So I was like, oh dear, oh my, like what the fudge. Oh gosh, people can be so vile when it comes to merch and collector stuff. Holy moly. So yeah, so I was happy that the girl was getting the manatee. And then my friends dropped me off at home, and for me it was just to start basically packing up all the stuff I had bought. And with that said, I will actually show you guys the merch I bought, my haul, my sad purchase rampage. Gonna clean out my little images here. Hold on. There we go. So the first items I placed up was like more other items. Let's see. Ta-da! So first we have dust here. Like I actually took more pictures. The thing is, I started with the more solid items in one picture, and then I have the more flatter items, aka posters and stickers, separately, to not accidentally make it chaotic or something. I don't know, bend it. So, like I said, first we have. I'm gonna see if I can. What's the name? 3x dust. Oh, X. I think it was name. Wait, am I typing their name correct? 3x dust. Oh, nah, I did wrong. God damn it, I knew it. Name X3. There we go. Dust. Oh. So dust is this. There we go. And then we have Dia. Yeah, I need to have like good colors too. Dia, Riku. And which is the keychains I wanted to buy last year, but like I said, she didn't get their merch because the post office like lost their box temporarily, so they didn't get it in time for Dokomi. But they had the merch this year with the keychain, so I took the chance and got these. So I'm again shout out to that they allowed me to buy before the clients came in. And Dusko, I bought these 4 keychains, but like I said, porcelain made. This one went to Quack for my friend. I bought some socks here from Picky, as you can see. Picky says right here, so I don't need to like ring in the name. Then we have, let's see, their name was Neophobica. Also bought a couple of socks from them and a little pin because I love that stuff. Super cute things. The Neophobica. Yay, Neophobica. Oh my gosh, I thought I swung myself off the screen. And oh, well, this wasn't really a purchase. My friend was cute and gave me the tiger shark pin. Actually, I asked my friend like, "Can I buy it?" She's like, "Oh, you can have it for free." I'm like, "Oh my god, really? Oh my god!" I really appreciate that. Big love to you girls. Oh, and this was oh gosh, strong red. Ailcan, the duck girl. She has lots of cute duck things. Love their stuff. And we have Elf Boy that I told you about, which I bought a charm for myself, but also they were trying to give one free to send to Joel. And this was a cap I bought from, oh gosh, what was the name? This was a store. Like, this is a store in Germany that sell, but they don't ship out worldwide, sadly. But it was a cap store, and I bought a cap for my partner. And this was GamerSups because this is actually their like merch they posted online recently with the snake charmer, but you could buy at the convention already 1 week before. So I did buy that cup because I really like snakes. And here's Cerbis. Super sweet person. Lots of dinosaurs if you like that. Let's see, Cerbis. Super cute. I have actually had like a shoulder pal from them from last year. But then I saw this Carnotaurus and it's purple as well, and I love purple, and I accidentally held the plushie, and then suddenly I stood there and paid for a plushie, so you know, I got stuck in the plushie. I got stuck in the plushie boy. Oh, and then I also went to the booth named Peaches. This is actually a double-sided, like it has a front and a back side. But I didn't realize it had a backside until later, which was kind of funny. That was the first picture of the merch I got from Dokomi. Let's see. Now we're gonna bring up the next one. Where's the gallery? Ah, there we go. Da-da-da. Open the folder. Here we go. And here we have more stuff. So, okay. Now I have to see how I do this. Let's see. So we have Momo. So Momo Tex was here. Eh. Super cute, super sweet artist. They love Shikawa. I love Shikawa. And so I was like, oh my god, Shikawa. And they also did that one as well. It's beautiful little postcard. Their friend Yoki. So this is Joklish. Eh. Joklish. There. And there we have again, you can see these doodle stickers. Wait, I can make another color. Green, there we go. Again, it's X3 dust. Oh, I actually bought 3 of Silvervale. So I bought 3 of Silvervale because I gave 2 of them as well to Lynx and Lamb because they like her. So I'm like, yeah, you can have, here we go, gift these. And Joel, this one I also have, but I bought one to give to Quack. Oh, and then we have Yenkos. He was this. I also like that now when I look at my picture, I did not realize I had a little piece of moss landing on the sticker. God damn it. I was like, what's that? It's like, oh, it's moss. Oh, and this person, they recently did a GamerSup's artwork for Vienna. Oh, love this print. Now I have to remember, what was the name again? Gosh darn it. M, oh. Hold on, I'm gonna search, I'm not. Embiklimon. Very talented artist, very pretty stuff as well. So I was happy I could grab one of their prints. It's like yippee like when it comes to conventions, prints will always exist in big masses. People usually has a lot of prints, but it's when it comes to like items of sort that is a bit harder to get over or cost more to ship, you know, that goes fastest. Oh, I also forgot to show this one. I took a separate picture, but I did get the, like I said, from Lost Scent. I bought you can see their name down there on the little card. The Vaporeon with the Okami style look, basically, in a way. Love this one, love this one. And then we also gonna bounce to, let's see here, I have a good picture here. So I got a bunch of gifts as well, collected into one picture. So this is like those who handed us gifts Uh, like told, we have pumpkin. There's the postcard I told you about. The pumpkin gave me a postcard and the stickers. Then we have someone who was named Wimblesort that gave this little cute card of sort. There's like 3 stickers in one. Pemboklin was super cute and gave me this croc sticker for free. Super appreciated. So I really, really like that one. Super cute little Shiba style with the clean, like the lineless style, but they still make it so neat. Then we also got this cool memento person who left a sticker as well, which is like they are not tattoo artists. They showed this really badass tattoo that someone had gotten. So I was like, ooh. And oh, and then we had like people who also gave us these, like their dinosaur stickers. And the person who was with their bumblebee friend came and gave us like they had like a bunch of horse, like princess horse stickers, basically, like princess main character stickers of horses. And they had the last unicorn, so I was like, oh my gosh, my girl, I need that one. Got it. Oh, and this is the guy I talked about, Nicholas, if I remember the name correctly. They had done these polymer clay figures, and this is like said. I'm gonna type it out. Noro. Noro has their little. This is like basically part of their community. The character here, this little shadow guy here, looking dude. That's where it comes from. Noro is a friend of Yoel. I think I had number 7 out of 16. I saw it was said 16 on this one, so I think this was like the 7th one they did out of 16 of these guys. I'm honored that I got one of those. So big shout out to Nicholas for even sharing that with me. Yay! Then we also got like a couple of keychains from some people, and like a bracelet Lynx got as well. And oh, this funny enough, I forgot to put out 2 stickers, but this one, the lovers, this is a print from my friend. Oh my god, my Swinglish. Uh, you know them, but Fifal. This is a friend of mine. She's super cool, very great artist. She was attending Dokomi as an invited guest through Wacom. We don't get to hang too much, Sally, but I hope we can do soon. Because she's crazy busy, guys. But I have shit ton of their art at my home. Gosh, they're a super sweet person. Love Thief. And oh, I forgot to show this as well. Another person also came and gave us like stickers of their OC, which was a dinosaur, but it's a fairy dinosaur. So this was also a little freebie. Super cute. So this was like the little character of fairy dinosaur, like a T-Rex. I really think that's adorable. That was a very cute idea, like of a character. A fairy T-Rex, yay! And let's see here. Oh, and the aftermath of my stickers, I'm gonna show you guys. Like I told you, I had printed out stickers to hand out before the convention. I had like 30 stickers, and this is what I had left. I did actually give like 2 away of Noodle and Blockhead to Yovel and 2 to Quack. But overall, this is what I had left over. Not bad actually for being my first time handing out stickers at Dokomi. I was very happy that people got to get some Blockhead stickers, exclusive little stickers. I hope to make a new set next year. Maybe like I'm gonna have to play around a bit more with the colors because with the hollow effect on Noodle, they got kind of dark. That was a bit oofers, but next year I will try to make like something. I will also try to make the stickers a bit smaller. Maybe they were too large. I don't know really. So they're a bit more like pocket friendly stickers. Well, they were not too large, but I was like, could have been smaller. Oh well. But I was happy. I was happy. Like I said, it went on like way less more stickers got taken than expected. That made me happy. Oh, I also have, let's see. I need to show you the backside of said t-shirt as well. Of the Peaches t-shirt. So this is what it looked like. As you can see, it actually has a backside on the backside. I was like, whoa, whoa, I love it. This is a really good t-shirt, so I'm happy. I will treat it very carefully because it's an exclusive convention t-shirt. So I'm like, oh god, I don't want to make it dirty and anything, you know. Then we also have, I'm going to show you the standee that I also got from Puppetworks. Puppetworks is basically a mash of artists, but this one was specifically made by Yoklesh herself. So this is like a double standee, super gorgeous, super pretty, you know. I really like this one. This one is by my desk right now. And I can also turn it around. And you can see it has an expression change because the little rose is sparkling. Like, yay, cute. Love it. I also bought another standee when I was going by Mitsu Art. I did buy a desk mat, but thing is, I forgot the desk mat in my friend's van. So I told them that I would come and visit them next week to get it. But the desk, well, the standee I could show off at least. This, like, it is a huge standee. As you can see, it's quite large. Uh, also a double flip one. So this is the one side of the standee. And if you flip the standee around, you get the more of a bikini standee. Like, I love Mitsu's art. I actually have bought a couple of their art packs. They have some really, like, I need to do some more art studies. It's just fun to see different processes that people have. It's just a very interesting art process, how they break down their art before, you know, they render up and line it, etc., etc. So I'm like, ooh, that would be fun to do a little studying of. Like, is it something I can perhaps borrow into my style, etc.? Sometimes when you see people make the art, you can be inspired, like, oh, I want to do shading, like, maybe I want to do some more sharpy shadings, or I want softer shadings, I want more stylized, like, what can I consider, etc. You know, all that stuff. Yeah. Now I'm just gonna close down all the things here again. Hold on. But that was it. That was it, guys. So that was like all the merch. That was a bunch of things. Again, when you're at Dokomi as a helper, you I might not have as eventful like many others has when there are visitors, but it's still enough and plenty of things happening and going on, even as a vendor. Because you also get the little like booth talks to say, like booth talks, more or less, guys. It basically, well, it reaches obviously the visitors as well, but you can hear about people telling about, oh yeah, this person's money got stolen or that one happened over there, and it's like, oh my gosh. This is like one of our pro tips. If you're being a vendor, never use like cash boxes or leave anything unattended. We went with fanny packs if we needed to handle cash. Like, I did see others also handled, well, some of people handled with fanny packs, but there was unfortunately one person during dismantling time. Like, this, okay, this is a bit the downside that during Dokomi, when we were dismantling, people told that there were still somehow attendees hanging around in the halls, even though they were supposed to, you know, they're supposed to be out, they're supposed to be gone. So there was some incident where an attendee probably managed to walk by someone who was like dismantling because they had left their fanny pack with money on the table. And that made it very open to be swiped, sadly. So that was super sucky as fudge. So it's so sad. That's like the one thing that's so bitter is that there are still so many people out there who you steal from little artists and they can't keep the little nasty fingers in check, you know, not steal from people. It's like, how hard is it to not steal from people? Come on. Like, your parents raised you better, I hope, right? Gosh, lordy. Let's see. Where am I? I'm gonna jump over to the start again. Yonk. Come on! Back to my water cave. Woo! well, open water area. I actually need to start working on my new background, especially since, well, for those who don't know, my model is actually currently in the rigging process. I completed the art a while ago and I sent it to my rigger. They've been paid their full cash amount now. And yeah, so it's gonna be rigged, and I'm very excited to see what magic they will do with my model. So eventually, I will be a full moving little model. Yay! You're gonna see Noodle Doodle in live. Yoo-hoo! Oh gosh, lordy. Oh gosh, stretching my back is set like a shrimp for some reason. Why do I do that? Why is it my artist back? Ugh. Yay! But so that was my Dokomi tale. That was fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Appreciate to read that. Like I said, I wished my little chat was working, but something is wrong with stream elements. I really need to look that over because it looks like I'm talking to the void. So, but yeah, gosh, I will call it here. I would have loved to play something, but I will play in my own little silence because I'm also having plans tomorrow. I promised a friend, an old friend of mine, to see them tomorrow in town, and we took quite early on the day, like 10 a.m. something, and then I have like a game date with another friend on the evening, and yeah, got busy suddenly. So like, gosh darn it. So I just wanna, decompress and do my own thing here. But for that, before we do that, let's see here. I'm gonna raid someone. So guys, if you wanna tag along the raid, you can copy my message, and we can, do the surfing with wave anglerfish raid. I'm just gonna see who I can raid. I haven't raided someone in a little while. What do we have? Yum, yum, yum. I think we can go to this person. They are they are like quite new in the VTubing, but they are so cute, so precious. I really like their energy. I really, really like their vibe. Well, let's go and raid that person. See here. Am I raiding the right person? Yes, I am. EPA. So again, I just want to say thank you so kindly, guys, for coming by to my stream. I always appreciate it, no matter if you're actively lurking or watching or typing or just being quiet. I appreciate nonetheless. You take your precious time to come and watch me, and that's super appreciated. I hope you all have a continuously lovely Saturday and a lovely evening, a lovely night, a lovely day, whatever time zone it will be. And I will see you next time. And like I said, hopefully next time when I see you guys, it will be some continuation on Okami. But for now, I'm gonna say bye bye.